Miami at 86 degrees does not seem the most likely setting for NFL football. For some New York Jets like rookie John Riggins, this was a first experience at football in the tropics. But others had been here before. Joe Namath was returning to the scene of his 1968 Super Bowl triumph, but this time only as a spectator. Al Woodall was the quarterback of the Bridgeport Jets in the Atlantic Coast Football League the year that Namath led New York to the title. Now his play is the key to a repeat of that season.
And off with the play-by-play, here's Rick Weaver.
A hot afternoon, a tremendously enthusiastic shirt-sleeve crowd. Fans set up the howl. Here's the whistle, and Yepremian comes forward, gets the kick high. It will be run back. At the goal line is wide. Straight ahead 5, 10, 15. Finds a hole, slips and falls across the 20. And he is covered at the 22-yard line. Falling on top of him was Dale Farley. They mark it at the 21, so give him a return of 21 yards. The Jets will put it in play, 1st and 10 at their 21-yard line. Setting the offense for you again, the quarterback Woodall. The wide receivers are Castor and Maynard. The running backs Boozer and Riggins. The tight end Lemons. The tackles are Svias and Hill, Rasmussen and Herman the guards, and Schmidt the center. Moving off to the left side is Castor, and splitting to the near side of the field is Maynard. The setbacks are Riggins and Boozer. In behind Woodall from the Jets 21. Spinning to his right to throw is Woodall. Throws down the near side. Picked off by Foley at the 35, 30, 25, 20. Belted out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The pass was intended for the tight end. Second, tight end Pete Lamons made the tackle on the play. It was intended for Maynard. And Lamons made the tackle. Picked off by left cornerback Tim Foley. At the 18-yard line is where they put it down.
And yesterday, when the Jets arrived in time, Don Maynard said he was very impressed with Foley. Foley bumped Maynard twice before Woodall threw the ball and was in perfect position for the interception.
All right, Twilly and Warfield split as double wide receivers to the right side. Kick and Zonka. The setbacks in behind Gracie. The ball is at the Jets' 18-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Dolphins have the ball on Tim Foley's interception. Handoff to Zonka. Penetrates the right side and pounds his way to about the 16-yard line. Middle linebacker Al Atkinson makes the stop on the play. Mercury Morris comes into the offensive backfield for the Dolphins. A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Defensively for the Jets, Philbin, Finney, Elliott, and Lomas are the front 4. Baker, Atkinson, and Grantham are the linebackers. Sowles and Thomas the cornerbacks. And Hicks and Holloman are the safeties. Wide to the near side is Warfield. Twilly splits right in the eye. 2nd down and 8. Dolphins ball at the Jets' 16-yard line. Bob Gracie up under center, barks the signals. Hands off on a draw play to Zonka, down to the 10, down to the 5, touchdown, Dolphins. A gaping hole on the left side as Gracie faked beautifully, handed to Zonka on the draw. He was touched by only one man. Rambo 16 yards, 2 plays with 13 minutes and 37 seconds left to play in this first quarter. The Dolphins are out in front in this ball game by a score of 7-0. Let's get down to Henry Barrow.
Larry Zonka just came off the field and said if they'd open up holes like that for him, he could pick up 100 yards a game with no sweat.
1st and 10, Jets from the 22. Maynard splits right, and Castor off to the left side. Here's the handoff going to Riggins. Big hole in the middle. He booms out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. The rookie from Kansas. 2nd down and 5. Dolphins leading 7-zip. Here's the handoff to Boozer. Tries the left side, and he's stacked up for a loss. Tried the Dolphins' left defensive side that time, and he was hit and dropped. They mark it up the 25-yard line. He loses 2. So it'll be a 3rd down coming up, and we'll call it 7. Back at the Jets' 25-yard line. Here is Woodall dropping back to throw. Sets, throws up the near sideline. Overthrown, intended for Maynard at the Jets' 45-yard line. Incompletion, and it'll bring up the punting situation as Steve O'Neill, the punting specialist for the Jets, comes into the ball game. He's averaging 39 and 9/10 yards a punt. He gets the punt out of there. It's a short, wobbly kick. It's grabbed by Anderson at the Dolphins' 45, and he's knocked down at the 46-yard line. They mark the ball at the Dolphin 47-yard line, a 30-yard punt and a 2-yard return. So the Dolphins, with a 7-0 lead, have good field position from their 47-yard line. We have 11 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On 1st down, Bob straight back to throw. Cox once, fires to the near side. It is grabbed by Kick, and he's run out of bounds after about a 5-yard pickup at the Jets' 48-yard line. Mercury Morris down the ball game. Check it. He takes the pitch out. Turns the right corner. Flag down. 45 down to the 40-yard line. Mercury Morris had just come in replacing Kick, and he took the pitch out. Turned the right side corner and got down to the Jets' 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Dolphins at the Jets' 40-yard line. Waiting for the snap. Long count at the line of scrimmage. Here's Greasy, hands to kick, threads his way through the middle, dragging tacklers with him down to about the 35-yard line. Goes Jim Kick. Second down and 5 from the Jets' 35. Greasy to throw for the far sideline. Off Willie's hands, incomplete. Third down and 5. Dolphins ball at the Jets' 35-yard line. It amounts to a 5-man front thrown up by the Jets. Here's Greasy dropping straight back to throw. Sets up, throws for Warfield. Almost intercepted at the 18. Threw it behind him. Warfield was cutting in on a post pattern, and the ball was thrown behind him. So we get into the ball game on a fourth down situation. Garo Yepremian, this will be a 42-yard attempt from straight out in front. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down. The kick is up. And he's got the distance on it. The flag is down. It's good. But there's a flag down. 2 flags thrown. And we'll wait for the official's call.
That is illegal motion against the Jets declined. The field goal counts. It is Dolphins 10, Jets nothing.
It'll be a fourth down, and Bobby Howfield, the English soccer-style kicker whom the Jets acquired from the Denver Broncos, is in to try a field goal. He'll try it from the 48-yard line. Here's the snap. Set down. The kick is up. It's going to be short. Back to take it is Jake Scott. 10, 15, and he is nailed right there at the 16-yard line. So the Dolphins will put the ball in play on the short field goal attempt by Howfield at their 16. There's a timeout on the field with 5:27 to go in the first quarter. The score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets nothing.
Mr. Eubank is not out of this game. He trails only 10-0. He's fully aware that Bonaconte is out. Fernandez is out, and that could be called the guts of the Dolphin defense in the middle there. Riley is coming back now from the dressing room.
And there's the gun ending the first quarter. That's the end of the first period. Dolphin action continues from the Orange Bowl with a score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets nothing. Let's get on to Henry Barrow.
Things are looking up. Riley can play. Bonaconte has put his pads back on his elbows. Looks like he's about ready to go in, and Fernandez is now completely coherent, just taking oxygen.
Off the penalty, they now have a first down back at the 25-yard line. They can make a first down here up to about the half-yard line. Got Noonan in the ball game. He split left. Warfield to the near side. Here's Greasy back to throw. Being rushed. Now goes to the left. Looking in the end zone. It is intercepted. Off a Karam in the end zone. Running it out. 10, 15 to the 20 and run out of bounds is W.K. Hicks. There's a timeout on the field with 9 minutes and 9 seconds left to play in the first half. The score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets nothing.
The Dolphins are really having trouble with the polyturf today. These scatbacks around the National Football League are not crazy about artificial turf. They like to dig in on dirt. Morris really having his problems with it today.
The slips. This will be known as the afternoon of the slips. Dolphins scoring twice in the first 5 minutes, lead 10-0. There's been nothing since then.
And the Jets have not moved past the Dolphin 40. This half has been all Miami. The Jets have shown nothing assembling any kind of a real drive. They got past the 50 once, and Howfield missed a very long field goal attempt. Missed it so much that it was able to be returned, in fact. The Dolphins have put one short drive, one long drive that was stopped by the interception. Rick?
There's the gun ending the first half of play. With the score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets nothing. Garo Yepremian will try a 49-yard field goal against the wind. Has very little angle. Carl Noonan will hold. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, set down. The kick is up. He has the distance on it, and it's going to fall off left. No good, and it'll be blown dead in the end zone as Farasopoulos just lets it roll and be down by the Dolphins. So the Jets will put it in play from their 20-yard line with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. There is a timeout on the field with a score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets nothing. So that forces the Jets into a punting situation. As Steve O'Neill comes in, and the defense gets a nice round of applause as they come off. For the Dolphins, they have held again. Here's the snap. He gets the boot away, gets it high. A beautiful high kick, nice spiral. Scott makes the fair catch at the 18-yard line. So the Dolphins will start right there as the gun sounds on the 43-yard punt, ending the third quarter. Dolphin football action will continue from the Orange Bowl with a score. The Dolphins 10, the Jets nothing. Out of the huddle now come the Dolphins from their 18-yard line as we start the fourth and final period. Warfield is split to the left and Stowe off to the far side. Dolphins lead 10-0. Greasy sets his ball club, barks the signals at the line of scrimmage. Hands off to Zonka. Zonka behind kicks, slams in over the right side and gets to about the 19-yard line. Morris has just gone in and kick is out now, the running back spot. The ball at the Dolphin 19. It'll be a second down and 9. as the Jets have done a good job defensively against the Dolphins' rush, except for the one touchdown run. Donka had a couple of other good running plays. Morris sets as a slot man to the left side. Warfield split left, Stowe to the right. Here's Greasy back to throw on 2nd and 9. Slips and falls down, gets up. He sprints out to his right now. Still looking for an open man upfield. It is caught by Warfield. Knocked out at the 40-yard line. He is hit and holds onto the ball. There's the play of the game. W.K. Hicks really clotheslined him. Greasy had slipped, got up, scrambled against the rush, rolled out to his right, hit Warfield with a 23-yard pass. He was really wrecked. Why, Hicks held onto the ball, and that is good for a Dolphin first down up to the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Warfield has now caught 3 for 99 yards. The remarkable thing there was that he was able to hold onto the ball because he was really hit. Here's the handoff to Mercury, falls down, picks the ball up, and is horse-collared at the 38 for a loss of about 3. John Elliott, the man who got to him first. This is like a hockey game. Only the ice skaters can stand up better. 2nd down, 13 for the Dolphins. The ball at their 38-yard line. 13 minutes left to play in the ball game. Trying to get on track here are both ball clubs. From the Dolphin 38, Greasy to throw. Rips one. It is caught by Warfield at the 45 and taken away by the quarterback, Thomas. He stole the ball, gets it across the 50 back into Dolphin territory at the 45-yard line. Warfield looked like he had it. Started to run with the ball, and then all of a sudden Thomas came out of there with the football. Early Thomas, and they will allow the interception. The defensive man has as much right to it as the offensive man, and they put it down at the Dolphin 45-yard line. There's a timeout on the field with 12:35 to go. The score, the Dolphins 10, Jets nothing. That will be recorded as a reception for Warfield and a recovered fumble on the steal by Early Thomas. The defense has been magnificent all day, and now the Jets have about as good field position as they've had all day long. 3rd down, and about 7 from the Jets, or Dolphin 42. Woodall drops back to throw. Lets one go up the far sideline. It is caught by Castor, and he's out of bounds. They ruled a reception. Scott hit him and knocked him out of bounds at the 16-yard line, and there is where I wish I had instant replay. Castor caught the ball. Of course, you have to have both feet in bounds. The official right on top of it ruled that he made the reception on the far sideline. A great catch by Castor and gives the Jets great field position. 22 yards. Woodall to Castor. The ball is marked out at the 17-yard line is where they put it.
And the Jets are in a position to make this a humdinger.
Mike Colin comes in on the goal line defense. It'll be 2nd down, a yard to go for a touchdown. We still have 9:57 to play. Dolphins lead 10-0. In the eye with the power blocking unit up front. Harkey and Knock, the setbacks in behind Woodall. Here's the snap to Knock. He tries to hurdle. He didn't make it. Oh, no, they call it a touchdown. They ruled that he got the ball into the end zone, and that's all you have to do. He was thrown back right at the line of scrimmage, but they ruled that he got the ball in. That drive, 45 yards and 9 plays. The big play was the 22-yard pass from Woodall to Castor. There is a timeout on the field with 9:52 to go in the ball game. The score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets 7. 6:56 to go. Dolphins lead 10-7. And with a 4th down coming up, we got the field goal unit coming in. Garrow will have the wind to his back. He kicked a 48-yarder earlier and missed one, also against the wind. So the ball is at the 33-yard line. This will be about a 40-yard attempt. Waiting for the snap. This could be a big factor here. Here it is, set down. The kick is up. He's got the distance. It is no good, off to the left side. So Garrow comes off with his head hanging down. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon, and the Jets will put the ball in play. Dolphin offense, as you look at it throughout the ball game, has not been that great. There's a timeout on the field with 6:38 to go. The score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets 7. 3rd down and 10. Jets ball at their 20-yard line. 6:29 left to go. Dolphins lead 10-7. Here's the snap. Loses the ball. Picks it up, and there's going to be tackle for a big loss. Back at about the 9, maybe the 10. Bill Stanfield, defensive right end from Cairo, Georgia, came booming through there and flattened him out. He lost the snap, and they mark it at the 13 and say that's where his backward progress was halted. So the punting unit comes in. O'Neill stands 3 yards deep in the end zone, gets a short, wobbly, high spiral out of there. They're going to let it bounce at the Dolphin 40, rolls to the 40-yard line, touched by a Jet at about the 40. It was down back at the 36-yard line in Dolphin territory, but it was touched first by a Jet at about the 40-yard line, 43 yards. Wait a minute, they rule a recovered fumble. That ball was touched first by a Jet at the 40-yard line, and the Dolphins went back to pick it up. Anderson and Scott let it roll purposely, and it looked from here as if a Jet had touched the ball. And then after a Dolphin apparently touched it back there, the Jets fell on it, and the officials signal is that they recover a fumble at the Dolphins' 37-yard line. A strange call, to say the least. So the Jets come out of the pileup with it at the 37-yard line in Dolphin territory, and you can hear the fans' reaction. 5 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Let's go down to Henry.
The officials have told us that the punt that was so questionable hit Dick Anderson.
In fact, Rick, the officials were still explaining it to each other. I am not convinced that the head referee knows what that call was, and as Rick accurately pointed out, the sandbag was dropped in a weird succession of turns in this fourth quarter with impetus from strange places. The Jets, who have done nothing offensively all day, now threaten to go ahead. The complexion of this game unbelievably changed.
Now the situation is 4th down and a yard to go for a first down, and 2 yards to go for a score. There's a timeout on the field as the 2-minute warning comes up. The score, the Dolphins 10, the Jets 7. 4th down and a yard for a first down, 2 to go for a score. The ball at the Dolphins' 2-yard line. This could be it. Woodall sets his ball club, waiting for the snap. Here's the pitch going to Knox. Sweep to the left. He's down to the 2, the 1. He's in for the touchdown. They swept left, and Knox carried in for the score as they really spread the defense out, and nobody could get to him as Knox runs it in from 2 yards out. That 37-yard drive set up with that strange call on that fumbled punt, and 10 plays with Knox running it over from 2 yards out. With 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go in this football game, the score now is the Jets 14 and the Dolphins 10. Dolphins take a timeout. Larry?
The amazing thing is the Jets have had no sustained drive in this game at all. Their 2 touchdown drives were for 45 and 37 yards. The 45-yard drive was after a completion to Warfield. The ball stolen from Warfield's hands. The Jets put it in play at the 45, completed a play to Castor, a 22-yard pass play, in which the crowd, at least the crowd on the far side, we were nowhere near to be able to tell, thought that Castor was out of bounds. Then a questionable call on Knox touchdown, and that made it 10-7. And then on a normal punt play, O'Neill punting deep in his own territory, the ball appeared to be touched dead by the Dolphins. The officials ruled it a fumble, and the Jets recovered at the 37 and took it in from there in 10 long plays that ate up 5 minutes. And now the Dolphins find themselves with 4th and 22, 1 minute 10 left. Greasy will have to get these 22 yards or lose this ball game.
Waiting for the snap. Greasy dropping back to throw. He throws for Stowe. It is overthrown, incomplete. Down at the 45-yard line. He had time to get it away that time and overthrew Stowe. Rich Sowell, the left cornerback, defense on the play. So, since that was a 4th down, the Jets will take it over at the Dolphins' 34-yard line with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go. 3, 2, 1. And there is the end of the football game. The final score as the fans boo. The Jets 14, the Dolphins 10.